We're tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation with Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry. This is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Ali LaForce from the sideline. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barrett is the 3, Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Bruce Brown, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. And for the Wizards, Saddiq Bey out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Brogdon in at the 1. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Quickly. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
Great anticipation as Valanciunas got to that ball and just swatted it away.
Here's Kuzma. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. All right, let's kick it over to Ali, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brian Keefe.
And he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Thanks for that, Ali. We played just over a minute here in the first. Quickly against Brogdon. Pass to Valanciunas. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Fires from the wing. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
Brogdon with the ball. Pass to Bey. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Brogdon from outside. That shot, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Barrett. Pirtle with the ball, and it's Kuzma picking him up. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Bey. The Raptors also with a sub. Dick, he's checked in for Barrett. The Wizards have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Brogdon. Inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Pirtle. Left side Dick deflects the pass. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Brogdon. Now Poole from deep. Knocks down the triple.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
And so here is Toronto. They trail by 3. Quickly from outside. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Valanciunas. Brogdon from outside. And again, Washington with a triple.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. quickly, passes to Brown. Pass to Dick. Left block shot on the way. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Pool's got room. And another basket for Washington. The deep three. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards out in front, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Washington leading by 3. After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brett.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years and then obviously made the trade that brought Kawhi in along with the championship in just that one season. But last couple of years, a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
So for the Raptors right now, there it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Davion Mitchell. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Washington has possession. Toronto making their last shot. Left side, Brogdon. Out to the right wing. From deep, Sarr. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Now here's Dick. Outside Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Barrett. Shoots over Bay. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. Kuzma's checked in for Washington. Kispert comes in for Bay. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Kispert into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Olynyk. Oh, he dunks it right on Kyle Kuzma. Man.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Poole. The Raptors making their last shot. Fires the three. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Brogdon from outside. From deep. Brogdon.
You got to be leery of Brogdon. He takes good shots most of the time and knows when to let it rip.
Mitchell against Poole. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Olynyk. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Olynyk's got 7 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Kuzma.
And Kuzma has great size, and with that frame comes great responsibility. That time, he took the foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
And he sinks the second. Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Kuzma. Poked loose. Barnes in the post. Kuzma on it. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Wizards out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Jakob Poeltl.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Saddiq Bey, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Coulibaly in at the 2. That's the group for Washington right now. Kuzma, the pass to Bey. Shot clock at 6. From the high post, he drills it. And the Wizards lead by 4. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Personal foul.
And And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Barnes, no good on the free throw. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. 2-point game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Barrett, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
Toronto shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and you know, trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, you've got to start over, you've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
And he gets the bucket. Brogdon's got 8.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Against Valanciunas. Koulibaly on the wing. No points so far. Down low. Here's Bay. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And it's Koulibaly missing. Here's Toronto with the ball. Quickly deciding where to go with it. He drops it from range. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Here's Barrett.
Getting out! Wow! What a play!
Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
R.J. Barrett getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
No problems knocking that one down. Bay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And last fans on the court, your high squad. It's time for T-shirt.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Sarge checked in for Kuzma. George comes in for Bay. Kispert's checked in for Koulibaly. And it's Jordan Poole in for Brogdon. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Olynyk's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Scotty Barnes. Dick, he's checked in for Barrett. And Mitchell subbed in for Brown. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's Abaji. Valanciunas covering. Looking at the Raptors, Brent. Things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, it felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of, progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
Davis, he's checked in for George. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Here's Quickly. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Quickly's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now, don't let Quickly's build fool you. He can compete inside against some tough opponents.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Poole against Mitchell. Poole outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. Brogdon comes in for Davis. And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
I like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Raptors foul.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Here's Olynyk. Over Holmes. And it's Toronto with another. And we've reached the end of the third. Toronto out in front, leading by 7. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for the Raptors right now, they've got Davion Mitchell. Scotty Barnes is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Abaji in at the 3 slot. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Holmes, a screen on Mitchell. From deep, Sarr. Mitchell grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 9. Olynyk up top. Shots blocked.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Wizards.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
All right, let's make some noise for your Wizards dancer.
substitution here for Washington. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Holmes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Sarr. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Kispert. And it's Koulibaly in for Poole. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Olynyk. R.J. Barrett comes in for Abaji. Brown, he's checked in for Dick. And quickly subbed in for Mitchell. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, they implored their guys to maintain their focus. The message was, don't commit any bad turnovers and no easy buckets. A simple message, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And the first one at the line is good. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's quickly. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Raptors lead by 12.
All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickly.
Barnes against Kuzma. Shoots over Barnes. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Barrett on the wing. Back to Barnes. Outside, Brown. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Making the fourth quarter, 60 minutes.
Here's Bey. Yep, that one's good.
Bey can use a mix of power and finesse when he gets that close.
Here's Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Quickly. It's stolen by Brogdon. Now the Wizards in transition. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times. That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Now, one of the keys to Barrett's game is he's got to play tough.
The Wizards trail by 13. Now Kuzma. Valanciunas passes to Brogdon. Back to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Outside Brogdon. Here's Kuzma. Hauled in by Brown. Raptors lead by 13.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Raptors.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And it's in there.
The assist.
And the Raptors lead by 15.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Brogdon from outside. Washington gets it back. On the wing, Bey. Guarded by Barrett. Bey passes to Brogdon. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Quickly outside. Barnes passes to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Shoots over Bey. And there's Barrett on the assist by Quickly.
RJ not getting distracted by the defense closing in on him. That's a nice looking jumper.
So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Ali LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Emmanuel Quickly.